The winning streak is never fucking ending, bro. Look at this absolute rocket, okay? We got past the phase one, all right? I didn't get funded. You got clickbait, but stay in the video so you can learn how to do it. Okay. We got 1.5k in this absolute rocket of a trade. But before even that, we also took a loss on oil. As you can see, absolute crazy pair. I don't know why I'm still in it. We took it on an Apex account, by the way, if you want to get fun of the Apex. Really crazy scalability factor. Like you can get accounts for as cheap as $20 for a whole 50k. All right, use my code Dylan. You'll get the best discounts at Apex. Right, we took it in the account, but you can see the account is still healthy. Right, we get still 0.5% up on that. Didn't lose much. So yeah, I'm just gonna detail it first because we lost a whole percent on this, 450, and then we made 1.5k on the EU1. The reason why I'm looking at oil is because I did a video a while back when there was a whole situation around the States and Iran, and oil was looking kind of interesting. And there was a lot of crazy trades you could have gotten on oil. I did a whole video about it, but recently I've been trying it and I have been getting kind of fucked on these, right? But the thing is, when you're trying something new, you gotta either stay out of it or you gotta get full in, right? Because my win rate is not 100%, and perhaps on oil even is still around that 40% level, right? Still may be profitable, but just because I get 3 losses in a row doesn't mean I'm not profitable in it. But should I be on it, or should I just leave it, right? I can't just expect, okay, this pair is nice, traded once is a loser, traded twice is a loser, traded 3 times is a loser, and then say it's shit. Maybe I'm just gonna getting the probabilities of the losers, and if I stick to it, maybe I'll get the winners. But it was just a nice pair to see, and even then I'm trading on challenges, so who cares, right? The thing is that this pair is such a motherfucker that it just ran until a H4 high, swept it, and then went back lower, and now going back higher, right? It's a bit of a crazy one, and I'm getting kind of fucked around it, so I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm just seeing it because I'm seeing it. I got 2 students that's trading oil, and man, they are catching opportunities. I just had a student last week getting a win on oil like this, as you can see. And so the whole reasoning behind this trade was that yes, we could have gone higher, but we swept the previous monthly high made in August, made like a week ago. That was also making equal highs with Asia. We swept it once in Frankfurt. We swept it twice during London. All right, we got those 2 sweeps. You trade it, and it ended up being a loser. Price wanted to go above, and then actually deliver the move. So was unlucky on that, and we had a whole trend line below which we could have targeted. So on to you guys. I share this with my students on my premium Discord. I tell them with this strength, it's likely that we go towards this next liquidity. And then, as we did so, I told them, look, we already swept it, but we're in another session in New York, and we need to see a double sweep within that. Otherwise, if it doesn't happen, we'll just go to the next liquidity, and we leave that. And what happened, as you can see, we got the same liquidities. I'm just going to move this around. Same liquidity that was targeted, right? This one during London in a screenshot. And then one sweep. And then it did a little kind of double sweep here, right? As you can see, it went a bit above and then it went down. And then as I'm positioning myself, I get a little bit fucked by the spreads because in here price never actually came to my entry. Right? As I refined it a bit here, I could have put it right here, but then it would like eat me like almost 0.4, 0.5 R in profits in the same location. I'll put it right here. And then I got fucked right here. I got tagged in, and then price went literally 90% in the drawdown, right? And I'm seeing this shit, and I'm like, yeah, refined a bit, but it's a strategy. You know, I already accepted the loss. Now it is what it is. And then what you know, it ends up running. Meaning, like, you get the greedy folks, and you get the ones that are uncertain, the ones that are unconfident about their trades, about their strategy, and don't really execute that much where they should. That was me in the past. And I can tell you, I would be like 50-50 about this, and I wouldn't even position myself. And I'll probably lose it. And I already assumed like it is going to be a loss, so it's whatever. I just move on, and it's a challenge for me. But back in the day, even a challenge would be huge, right? And I missed out on this beautiful game because it is a probabilities game, boys. It's those trades that you don't know, that you're not feeling that much, that might actually go through. Now, I'm not saying for you to risk your capital on bullshit, right? That you still got to have a plan in place, you still got to have your strategy, all the checklists ticked off, but you're uncertain about the result, right? You execute well on the, and then you don't expect nothing. Okay? That with trading, that with life, right? You gotta be having a active input towards your goals, right? In this case, it would be trading and trading well. Okay, improve to become a better trader and not actually make money out of the markets. And you do that active work. And then once it gets to the results part, meaning you're already in the trade, you just sit back and expect nothing, right? Have an active approach into the input, and the output is passive. You let the market do what it's supposed to do, because it is a probabilities games, boy. It doesn't mean because the setup is beautiful or looks kind of 50-50 that it should be a winner or a loser. It can go either way. It's just a probabilities game. And as soon as you like start thinking like that, you improve your psychology massively. And I've heard this recently, and it's super good. Like if you don't execute on your forecast, and if it's a loser, it's even worse if you don't execute on it, right? You might be actually be saying like, why? If I didn't execute on it and I saved capital, because it is a probabilities game. Probably the next time you do that, it will be a winner, and you'll be missing out on gains, such as I did throughout the longest time, bro. Throughout the longest time. That's why in these cases I get crazy trades like this, not only because of the precision, of course, that's my strategy. If you want to figure that out, you can go watch the rest of the channel, but just because of the overall psychology, man. Take it. When you see it, you take it, right? Doesn't look that good, but you would trade it in backtesting. Trade like you would in backtesting, because in backtesting there's no psychology involved, right? So you just trade it like that. And for this trade, we also had a news drop that was just around this level, and I was playing my students on our group call how news are just setup accelerators, and they already know, because as soon as news was hit on this big candle, we were still here and we was making equal highs, right? And the forecasted was supposed to be good for the dollar, ended up being bad on the news release. But even if not, we would go here anyways, because news are just setup accelerators, right? We already did this sweep, okay? And then this would have become a trap. I know people that would be gambling on news, that would see price coming all the way back to this order block that made this low, right? And they would be, all right, news is going to be good for the dollar. EU is coming to this order block, let's short it like this, going to have a beautiful move on news. And they get stopped out, right? If you learn how to trade smart money traps, you're going to be super well off, okay?
And guys, if you're looking to get funded this year and you're facing the same issues I was in the past where you're still unconfident about your trading, don't hesitate. Click the first link in the description and book a strategic free call with me, right? And join our mentorship, and we will guide you to profitability in 3 to 6 months. Sometimes you just gotta lower our ego. I know that you probably saying, all right, I think this month I got it. I think in a couple months I'll be funded. I think I got it this time. Well, I don't look down upon that. I believe in you. I want to believe in you and say that's good. But I also have experience in the game where I've also told myself that countless of times, and then those little in 6 months I'll make it turned into years. So don't shoot yourself in the foot. There's literally 16-year-olds that's already living our dream life, beating us. So really take advantage of this. With the experience I have today, I realized that it doesn't take years to become a profitable trader. All you need is good information, guidance, accountability, and you can literally make it in 3 to 6 months, like I've just said. So don't hesitate in booking a call or DM me on Instagram, see how I can help you. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and let me know if you like these daily breakdowns. See you guys. Thank you for watching.